Hey George, can you believe it? Majorana 1 just dropped, and it's a total game changer. If this quantum chip lives up to the hype, it could blow past anything like the AMD Ryzen Threadripper. Imagine fault-tolerant quantum computing, solving problems in hours that'd take Threadripper years.
Slow down. I'm not sold on Majorana 1 yet. Sure, the buzz says it's this revolutionary quantum chip using Majorana fermions, shortening the wait for practical quantum computing to years, not decades. But successful? That's a big if. What's it even do? And how does it stack up against Threadripper?
It's wild. If Majorana 1 works, it's harnessing these elusive particles, quasiparticles that are their own antiparticles, to create stable, error-resistant qubits. Microsoft's calling it a leap for industrial quantum computing, tackling complex problems like drug discovery or climate modeling instantly. Threadripper's a beast, up to 96 cores, 192 threads with a Threadripper Pro 7995WX, but it's classical computing, crunching numbers linearly. Majorana 1 could handle exponentially harder tasks, like factoring massive numbers for cryptography or simulating quantum systems Threadripper can't touch.
I get the hype, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Majorana fermions sound cool, but the field's littered with retractions and unproven claims. Remember that 2021 nanowire paper? If Majorana 1's real, it's still years from practical use, and we don't even know its specs, power draw, or stability. Threadripper, though, now that's concrete. The 7000 series, with Zen 4 architecture, hits 5.3 GHz boosts, 350 watts TDP, and PCIe 5.0 for multi-GPU AI workflows. It's battle-tested for 3D animation, rendering, and engineering, with companies like Red Bull Media House swearing by it for projects.
True, Threadripper's proven, 64 to 96 cores. DDR5 memory, perfect for multi-threaded tasks like V-Ray rendering or Unreal Engine compiles. But Majorana 1's potential is next level. If it delivers, it could run millions of calculations simultaneously, not just thousands like Threadripper. For AI training or quantum simulations, it'd outshine Threadripper's raw power. Think solving protein folding in seconds, not days, even with Threadripper's 8-channel memory and 128 PCIe lanes.
Majorana 1's quantum advantage sounds amazing, but quantum chips need ultra-cold temps, massive energy, and error correction. Threadripper runs on a desk, 350 watts max, no cryogenics. Plus, most apps today, Premiere Pro, SolidWorks, scale with cores and frequencies, not quantum states. Threadripper's already optimized for those, with companies like Box using it for VFX and simulations. Majorana 1 might be niche, and if it's as power-hungry or unstable as some ex-posts suggest, it's not replacing Threadripper anytime soon.
Fair point. Threadripper's practical, with models like the 7960X at $1,500 offering 24 cores for video editing, or the 7980X at $4,125 for 64 cores, beating Intel's Xeon in multi-threaded tasks. But Majorana 1's not about replacing, it's about transcending. If it's successful, it could handle problems Threadripper can't dream of, like cracking quantum encryption or modeling molecular interactions for biotech. Sure, it's early, but the payoff could dwarf Threadripper's HPC crown.
I'm not denying the long-term potential, but successful Majorana 1's still a maybe. Threads on X call it overhyped, citing Microsoft's past quantum stumbles. Threadripper's here, now, 96 cores, high frequencies, and it's already cutting render times by hours for pros. Majorana 1 might take a decade to match that reliability, and even then, it's not clear if it'll scale for everyday workstations or just giant labs. I'd stick with Threadripper for actual work.
I hear you. Threadripper's a powerhouse for today's workflows, no question. But if Majorana 1 hits, it's not just for labs. It could redefine computing, making Threadripper look like a calculator next to a supercomputer. I'm betting on the quantum leap, even if it's risky.
Risky's the word. I'll cheer for Majorana 1 from the sidelines, but I'm keeping my Threadripper humming in the meantime. Let's revisit this in 5 years, see who's laughing then.
Drinks on me if Majorana 1 flops. Or on you if it soars.